Are you ready? That's right, because this week it's time for Spiritual Boot Camp, and we're getting started right now. Hey everyone, Shane here from the Spirit of the Cosmos. I am outside in this beautiful forest. It is 90 degrees today. It is hotter than my ex-wife when the judge told her no alimony out here. Woo, it is hot. This is Spiritual Boot Camp. This week, we're going to go over the basics. We're going to start over at the basic, very fundamentals of spirituality and move forward. Because like in ancient martial arts and modern day martial arts, when one masters the discipline, they often go back to the beginning to relearn the entire process. This is powerful, and that's what we're doing right now. So the beginning. The spiritual awakening. What is a spiritual awakening? That is a good question. It is very hard to define, but this is what it was for me. One day out of the blue, and this may have happened to you too, I just suddenly realized that everything around me was connected in one. That everything, the trees, you and I, every single thing around me was one infinite energy of a beautiful infinite creator. Everything is an expression, experience, an aspect of an infinite creator. That made me realize the power I had inside me, because the entirety of the universe was inside me. I realized that I flow through the universe as it flows through me. That was a very powerful realization, and that was what I considered a spiritual awakening. I never in my life felt so clear and focused about what I truly now believe. And it took me forever to reach that point. In my entire life, I realized, why was I always constantly studying so many religions and philosophies and sciences of all types? Because it was missing something. And it finally hit me that something was the connection of everything together. So with your spiritual awakening comes the second lightning bolt. It strikes you. You realize, since everything around me and I are one and connected, why am I living in a world of chaos, of negativity, of duality, poverty, war, famine, terrible, terrible things? You realize, I can change this. I can help this. This is my mission. I must become the best version of myself so that the rest of the world can start to benefit, so that I send out positive and loving energies so that it starts to accumulate instead of the duality and negativity going around the planet. It really bothers you. Instead of being numb to the chaos of the world or looking away, you now look it dead in the face and say, I'm working now to change this, because this is not the way it's supposed to be. We are a sentient, intelligent race of beings that lives in a world of destruction and chaos. It truly bothers you right here when you have a spiritual awakening. Boot camp, spiritual boot camp is not easy. It takes a lot of reflection and looking into the mirror and realizing that you need to change things about yourself and the world around you, and realizing you now have the power to. You have the limitless potential within you to really make a difference. That's the next lightning bolt that strikes you. The awakening, and then taking the blindfold off. No longer looking away from the problems of the world and realizing it is time for change. Because it's stupid how we live as a civilized society. It's absolute madness. And it's going to change. It's going to end. Because we're going to make it end. So here comes the third lightning strike to hit you during your awakening process in our spiritual boot camp. You realize it hits you. Boom! Everything around you can change, including yourself. You no longer look in the mirror and say, I don't like the way I look. You look in the mirror and say, I want to look this way, and I'm going to work towards that. You've taken the blindfold off. you've looked at yourself and realized, I can't eat the poisonous food anymore that's served to us. You change your diet, you change your habits. Things that no longer resonate with you, you throw them out. You are changing because you want to be a positive and higher vibrational version of yourself. Not only does it feel good, but you no longer can go back to the old ways. You might have moments where you want to, or you try to go back, but it's not going to work. That's the third lightning strike, realizing it hits you. I'm awakened. I can change this world. I can do a big difference because now I know. And then there's no going back. But you don't want to go back because the power within you is growing. The urge to be around people of similar energies and to have a society of higher, positive, loving, compassionate energies. It's overwhelming. It's a pull towards one another. Energies attract, the laws of attraction. If you are a higher vibrational person, a spiritually awakened, positive, beautiful person, you want to be around people like that. You're naturally going to throw away the old low energies, habits, diets, anything that no longer serves you. Rather, you're tossing them because you have this urge to move and be around the same type of energies you are now sending out to the universe. Boom, powerful message there. That urge, by the way, is going to become irresistible eventually. So there are the three basics, the three lightning strikes of your spiritual awakening. The awakening, looking around and realizing, wow, this is infinite and I am part of it. I am infinite. The realization that I need to change everything around me because we as a civilized society need the next step forward. We constantly take a step forward, take 2 steps back. It is destroying us. It's destroying the planet, and we can no longer tolerate it. And 3, realizing the infinite potential within you. There's no going back. You just want to go forward. You want to be free, and you want to be around similar people with energies that are like yours. That urge becomes irresistible after a while. It's something that's awesome though. Don't be afraid of it. Part 2 of our spiritual boot camp week is going to be about karma though. Karma is something a lot of people don't like to talk about, but we're in boot camp. We're hitting it hard. We're starting at the beginning, and we're going over things that everyone needs to know. Even if you think you've mastered spirituality or mastered this and that, we're starting at the beginning. We're going over things that are really deep and heavy in order to continue to learn. Karma coming, part 2 of spiritual boot camp. But no matter what, remember, you are a beautiful and unique person. There is no one like you in the entire omniverse. Not one soul that is like you. Except maybe your twin flame, but that's a different video and different story. But you are so unique that you can never be replaced or replicated or copied in any way. That is the ultimate power and gift. Use that. Be a positive person. Take your lessons, the beginnings, all the knowledge of spirituality that you've learned, and focus that into your heart and your mind and your soul, and radiate out change and positivity. Thank you for watching The Spirit of the Cosmos, part 2 of our spiritual boot camp, coming soon. Thank you for watching. I love each and every one of you. Give me a like, leave me a comment down below. What's going on with you? What is going on this week with your spirituality? It's one thing I love. Every week is different. Every week is completely different once you're awakened. It's amazing. Thank you again for watching. Have a great day.